We can all breathe a sigh of relief because your New York Knicks escape Brooklyn. Yeah, that's right. They escape Brooklyn by a final score of 93-92. I got ChatGPT open right here. Why does this Knicks team stress me out so much? Because this version of the New York Knicks lives right in the tension between contender and chaos. And that's the most stressful place a fan can be. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate you guys in the chat. I'm Anthony. If you're new here, subscribe, like, all the good stuff. Had to open up the chat, man, because, man, this Knicks team is just, they did what they do, right? They did what they do. And first and foremost, I want to salute Karl-Anthony Towns for coming out and playing. It seemed like that post-game interview, he seemed like he alluded to his dad going through some stuff. Not sure what he's going through, and Towns said that his dad told him to come play. And although he missed those 2 free throws at the end, Towns played, I thought, an incredible basketball game. So salute to Towns, and hopefully all is well with Karl Towns Sr. So praise up to him. But yeah, I had to open up the chat, guys. I had to do it, man. This Knicks team stresses me out. Expectations are finally real. They play ugly but effective basketball. Inconsistency within games. I mean, this has been facts. So many X factors. All facts. All facts. That's exactly why this Knicks team stresses me out, ladies and gentlemen. Just an absolute stressful game that should not have been even close at the end. But the Brooklyn Nets went on a 15-0 run in the fourth quarter. And during that stretch, we didn't see much of Towns, right? We didn't see much of Towns during that stretch. And look, man, guys, what more do you want me to say, man? This is the Knicks. If they're stressing us out now, come playoff time, this is who they are, right? This is who they are. They're going to have games like this in the playoffs, guys. Be prepared. Be prepared. They're going to have games like this in the playoffs, right? They struggle to shoot the 3. No flow, no ball movement whatsoever. They got the win. Yay. That's 5 straight now. Mike Brown's 500th win as a coach. Salute to him. 14 straight wins for the New York Knicks over the Brooklyn Nets. But yeah, the Knicks couldn't buy a bucket from 3, and it was their free throws that kind of saved them, right? 23 free throws there out of 32, 72%. But 28% from the free throw line, ladies and gentlemen. 28% at the free throw line. And that is why this game was such low scoring. Right? And away we go, man. Away we go. This is who this Knicks team is, man. Season high in turnovers, which is uncharacteristic for them, for the New York Knicks. Season high in turnovers. MSG said they had 22 turnovers. Why is this just showing 17? Oh, they did, yeah. 22 turnovers for the New York Knicks against the Brooklyn Nets team, guys. I mean, look, man. I thought Brunson went back to being his ISO heavy hero ball type stuff for Jalen Brunson. Inefficient, 1 of 6 from 3. 41 minutes for Jalen Brunson. To me, that was unnecessary, really. I would have loved to see some Tyler Kolek in there, some ball movement in there, more ball movement, although Brunson gives you 8 assists. But, I mean, Landry Shamet goes out with a knee injury, so we hope and pray that Landry Shamet's okay. No Josh Hart in this game. Mikal Bridges, another single-digit performance against his former team. Guys, Cat is their best player right now. Karl Anthony Towns is the Knicks' best player right now. He is. Like, he is really freaking good. Like, really good. Finally got to the free throw line. 15 boards. I believe this is now a stretch where he's grabbed 5 or more offensive rebounds. And I believe 5 straight, if I'm not mistaken. 6 offensive boards tonight. A lot of scuffles tonight. OG, Mitch. Mo D came in this game and provided them a spark. Clarkson came in this game again and provided them a spark. 3 guys off the bench were really good. Mo D, Mitch, Jordan Clarkson. Alvarado, not so much. Right? And then your starters, rinse, repeat. Like, it's rinse, repeat with this team, with the starting lineup. You can plug in anybody within the starting lineup, and they just start slow. It's in their DNA. That's the Knicks. Like, there's going to be a point where I'm just, like, grown accustomed to it. And it sucks because no matter who you insert in, with the core, it seems like it's slow start after slow start, right? And look, I don't want to complain a lot about a win because all you do is win. You creep back up into the standings. Hopefully you catch Boston for the number 2 seed, and away we go, right? That's 5 straight wins for this New York Knicks team. But man, they make it stressful as hell. They make it really stressful. Because tonight, let's be honest, wasn't really a fun watch. Tonight wasn't really a fun watch at all. It's Friday night. I know a lot of people rather be out than watch, this version of this Knicks team, right? At least, like, there's no spark. No spark tonight, and it's this Knicks team struggling to open up these games, struggling to find any rhythm, any flow, and especially when they shoot 28% from 3, that's what you get. Appreciate the members in here. 86 Smurf. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate all of you guys in the chat. Woody, Chris. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Dis Rover, Pacers Stink, Castro, Hasiel, Haisi, E-Money, Skills, Jorge or George, Chris Gotti. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Appreciate you giving me your time on this Friday night, March 20th. You New York Knicks have now won 5 straight wins. We got to. We got to, man. It's 5 straight. 5 straight is 5 straight. I'm at a point, I'm kind of on cruise control, but watching this team sometimes gives me pause on how far I think they can go. Like, I'm not being real. Just being honest with you guys, man. It's like too many times. It's like hot, cold, 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 hot, hot. They're winning. They're finding ways to win, which is cool. But if they had a performance like tonight in the playoffs, they would lose. Then it'd suck. If you were to name the Nets, if you were to get the most knowledgeable basketball person that follows basketball and line up the Brooklyn Nets starting 5, I guarantee you he's not going to be able to name all 5 of those players. Guarantee it. Nets suck. And we scrape by. So, Wayne, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat. Eddie says our team has issues. Very torturous win. Very torturous watching, yes. Play Brunson off ball. This is the definition of insanity. Yeah, man. Look, you thought Jalen Brunson would get it going a little bit. Again, it's a mindset thing with this Knicks team. It's like I can't get into their mindset. All I can do is try to make sense of what's happening right now with this team. Do they care about these games really? If they're like rested Brunson last game, which was cool. Rested Hart tonight, which was fine. They're being strategic on resting people. They win, so but there are still flaws within this team, which gives me pause to their, top 5 offensive rating and top 8 defensive rating. Tonight, they were not that, right? They were not that. Definitely not on the offensive side. So, look, the season continues where you're left kind of confused with this Knicks team, and at this point, it's like all we could do as Knicks fans is hope and pray that come mid-April when the playoffs start that they get hot. They get hot at the right moment, because that's all it takes. They get hot at the right moment. And look, like I said, Cat's been dealing with some stuff, personal stuff. He just joined the team tonight, wasn't with the team. Brunson is back, inefficient from 3. Bridges is, it's honestly laughable at this point. But yet we need him to win an NBA championship. So at the end of the day, I'm hoping in April, May, I'm not looking back at these games for Mikal Bridges as to a reason why we get bounced. But some reason the baton has passed to Mikal Bridges in terms of a player that is super uncomfortable with this offense. And the ball's not finding him. He's being inefficient. First of all, a lot of the Knicks shots were like in and out, rattle in, pop out tonight. So you just want to throw that out there. But still, they still missed, right? So away we go. They beat the Brooklyn Nets 93-92. Again, the Nets go on that 15-0 run in the fourth quarter. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm sitting there like, it's like I can't believe it, but I can. Right? It's like you can't believe it, but you can. And I know a lot of people in the chat, or those of you that are rewatching this post game later on, some are like, what do you mean, Ant? Like the Knicks won. Like celebrate the win. When do we start to hold this team as high, like a high regarded championship level team, right? When? Like they haven't really proved anything. All we're asking from Knicks from them is some consistency, some building some good habits heading into the postseason. But then again, it's in this Knicks team's DNA. Like this was happening last year too, these slow starts. Guys, in the playoffs, this was a problem. Don't forget, Knicks would go down 20 in a blink. And then they would do what they do. They would claw their way back. That's what they do. That's what they did. Right? We haven't really seen that much this year. The comebacks, we've started to see it more lately. But I don't know. Like, I can't point to the coach because he's been very boisterous in the media about it. Like, he's angry about it. Tom Thibodeau last year was, pretty upset about it. I don't know what to point to. In terms of the starts, in terms of the, I don't know. Loud and Clear says, this is not championship basketball. Eddie says, your level of optimism is too high. 86 Smurf says they better not do this against Washington Sunday either. Loud and Clear, what's going on? Says there needs to be no defensive player of the game. Again, terrible performance, Mike Brown included. Oof. Shout out to Mitch and OG for not going out like suckers. That was a bright spot. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson and OG and an OB. First time I see Mitchell Robinson, pretty much like he was pointing at him. Like, here's the picture right here. Pointing at his face. Like, oh, I was like, okay, Mitch. Like, he was upset. He was upset. And I love it. I love it. Prior to the game, we got Deuce McBride doing basketball activities. First time we've kind of seen him, play basketball. And since he got hurt, again, he was by himself, but it said that he's taking on contact. So Deuce McBride is getting close, it seems. So away we go with this thing, man. 5 straight wins. Again, it's I'm in a weird spot right now. I'm in a weird spot. Like, I like winning, but I like to hold this team in high regard to a better standard than what we just saw tonight. Does that make sense? Is that fair? Right? Is that fair? Because yes, we're good. Like, we're really good. We're a really good basketball team. We're a really good club. Right? Our record shows it. We're 46-25. We're 21 games over 500. We're 21-16 away from Madison Square Garden. The standings, the updated, I think we're still a game back of Boston. Right? Is Boston playing right now? Yeah, they won. They won against Memphis. The Boston Celtics won against Memphis. So, you're a game and a half behind Boston. And the Knicks have won 5 straight, but the Celtics have won 4 straight. The Pistons have won 3 straight. So at this point, it's either 3 or 2, depending on who you play in the 6 or coming out the play-in tournament. But, yeah. Yeah. I am counting down the days until our savior McBride returns. CJ, what's going on? Salutes. Tendril says, held an opponent to under 100 points. Let's go. Hey. I like that. Right? I'll take that. Jesse, what's going on, Jesse? I had hoped the fight would lit a match on them, but no such thing. The fight with Mitch and OG pushing Claxton. Look, the memes continue. The Knicks have won, 14th straight against the Brooklyn Nets. 14 straight against the Brooklyn Nets. But the turnovers was what killed them. Anytime you have a team high in turnovers, 22 turnovers, and you compile that with a bunch of missed threes, again, the free throw saved them. And it's Big Cat, man. I'm telling you, Big Karl Anthony Towns has been the Knicks' best player. He has. He's been awesome. Hitting his threes, being efficient. Free throws, missed 2 at the end, but look, it is what it is. Got to the line a lot, 15 boards, 6 offensive rebounds, 29 minutes for Big Cat. Again, he wasn't really a part of that 15-0 run in the fourth, but it seems like the Knicks are limiting his minutes within the game. Look, Brunson sat last game. Now, Karl Anthony Towns only played 29 minutes, 26 and 29 minutes and 15 boards in 29 minutes. Come on now. He's playing like a stud. So, shout out to Big Cat. Like, can we agree on that? That's what is giving me hope for a championship run. Is their second best player. Now I believe he's their best player currently. Like, Jalen Brunson is still number 1, but Karl Anthony Towns has been more consistent lately. He's been incredible. If he plays like this in the playoffs, right, dominates the paint, hitting his threes again. He's been on fire from 3 lately. Getting to the free throw line. His rebounding, like, I believe he's behind Jokic now, but now he's becoming a really good offensive rebounder as well. He's been in the lab with Mitch. That's like, if he's doing this in the playoffs, the Knicks have a really good chance at making it to the NBA Finals. They do. If they get this version of Karl-Anthony Towns, then OG Anunoby, right? I'm on OG Anunoby again. I know he gave you 16 points, 1 of 6 from 3, was struggling from 3, but 2 steals, 1 block, 3 stocks on the night, 7 of 13. Again, I thought he could have got more involved more because lately he's just been dominating the paint. Like, he leads the league in dunks. No, leads the Knicks in dunks, excuse me. I believe he leads the... No, I don't think he leads the league in dunks, but he's high up there. He's top 5 in dunks. He can get to the paint at will. No one on the Nets can guard him, and that's what we saw from OG Anunoby tonight. And then it kind of scaled it back a little bit, right? It's like the Knicks, the thing, Nelly, now what's going on? The thing that confuses me about this Knicks team is they always go away from, like, what's working. Like, why? Like, why do we always go away from what's working within the game, right? If something is working within the game, let's stick to that thing that's working within the game, right? If you see that, okay, OG, no one got you, no one can guard you, man. Let's run some actions. Let's run some cuts for OG Anunoby to get him the ball more in the paint. And Karl-Anthony Towns, right? 16 shots. Like, I know Brunson gives you 19 shots, Cat gives you 16, but, like, I would have liked Cat to have the most shots in tonight's game, to be honest with you. And that's not a shot at Brunson. I'm just saying, like, we need to recognize within these games, like, okay, like, OG got it going, Cat got it going. Let's feed them, So, Woody says Towns is getting it to the next level. I like that. And not getting into apparent foul trouble from 86 from her. Yes. Say Quizzy, this team loves to play with my heart, but a win is a win, I guess. Exactly. What's going on, Say Quizzy? Wayne says hopefully McBride can bring that fire back. Yeah. Brooklyn tonight is a G League team from Woody. Jesse says it was an embarrassing win, but still embarrassing. We shouldn't be winning by 1 against the Nets. Yeah. Yeah. Latino, what's going on? He says, let's be real. Brunson does slow the game down. Players are adjusting all the time on his tempo. He needs to be aware that he has to speed up court, and set plays up, then look out for his shot. Latino, couldn't agree more, Latino. Well said. And that's an area where Jalen Brunson has kind of struggled in. And the thing about that is that he's really good at doing what he does. Like, he's a really good ISO player. He's a really good killer. He has that killer instinct. And when you have a high usage point guard who shoots first, pass second, all he's thinking about is shoot. Like, all he's thinking about is shoot, shoot, shoot. Now, to be fair, his assist numbers have been up in the month of March, right? Gives you 8 assists tonight. But, man, I mean, we saw the offense with Alvarado, right? And I'm not, it's the Pacers, right? But they started better offensively. The pace does slow down when Brunson's on the court. I don't think him and Mikal jive. I don't. And I think that's the low-key sticking point with these starts and within this offense is I don't think those two jive really. Like, we've been pointing at Josh a lot, right? But I think it's him and Mikal, like, for some reason, So, look, like I've been saying, the starting lineup is probably going to stay the same up until the playoffs, and unless the New York Knicks have their backs up against the wall, I think that's the only time they change it. But look, all of this can change if they're a great offense and they're a great defense in the playoffs, like they have been, right? But there are certain teams that you're going to be matched up against in the playoffs. That's where Brunson shines the most in the playoffs, when things slow down and that bully ball and, like, again, killer instinct. But, like, against the Pacers, it doesn't work, right? A team that has knocked us out. And thank God they're not in these playoffs. But against a high-tempo team like that, the Knicks seems like they struggle with. So Nelly Nelson's watching JB tonight was frustrating for sure. I saw a lot of people on X saying, yo, get me Kyler Kolick in the basketball game because I want this thing to move. I want this thing to flow, and this thing that I'm referring to is the basketball. And look, usually when I posted a video for the members that Alvarado, when he's in the game, normally, the offense is way better with Alvarado running the point. Like, the numbers show it. The pace speeds up. Now, he did go through a little funk, and he hasn't really played that many games for the Knicks, so those numbers are kind of skewed a little bit. But that's showing me that a high-tempo type of guard or type of player dictating the offense really propels this Knicks offense into another gear, right? Because you have guys that can put the ball in the bucket. Now they have to make their shots, right? They have to get Cat involved. But again, when Brunson is on, he's on, man. Like, so it's one thing where the Knicks struggle with offensively that, I just kind of hope, like, if we get matched up with the Magic, I think we'll be fine in the first round. I don't, like, I think we'll be fine. Anyone, but, like, it's the Boston matchup that's making me nervous now, to be honest with you, in the second round. Just being real, like, because of their style of play. Like, they got a lot of guys flying around, hitting threes, and they're really well coached out in Boston. Again, if the Knicks play like this, like, it's night-night, guys. Let's just be real. If the Knicks play like this in the playoffs, it's good night. But again, I just can't get into their mind. Like, how much are they valuing these games, really? Like, are they looking at the schedule and like, Brooklyn on a Friday night, I got dinner plans at 11:30 at, steakhouse, I'm all set, man. Like, it is what it is. Like, we're still in the play. They're human, but I don't know what goes on in their mind, right? Like, they are going to hopefully lock in come mid-April, April 19th or April 20th when the playoffs start. But I just don't know, like, right now. I guess we do know because this has been them, right? So we shall see come mid-April, guys. I mean, that's the only thing. Once again, appreciate you guys in the chat. Subscribe, like, all the good stuff. If you're new here, hello, my name is Anthony. Do post games after every single game. Once again, shout out to you guys for rocking with me on this Friday night. You New York Knicks have won 5 straight games. Mike Brown has won his 500th career game as a head coach in this league. Shout out to Mike Brown. Once again, prayers up to, it seemed like I don't want to really speculate here, but if you guys watched the post-game interview with Karl-Anthony Towns, it seemed like he wasn't going to play tonight, and he was alluding to his dad, pushing him to play tonight, and he was alluding to his dad possibly going through some health stuff. So we just hope and pray that Karl Towns Sr. is okay, and because Karl-Anthony Towns has dealt with a lot in his life, and so we just hope that his dad is doing well. So prayers up to him, and hopefully he'll be courtside watching Knicks games soon. But again, I don't want to speculate. I'm just I watched the post game interview and I'm like, oh, so it seems like his dad is going through some stuff. So, yeah. So prayers up to him. Once again, you guys are awesome. Joel says, I feel like JB tries too hard to get in rhythm instead of just creating for others. Yeah. Again, he thinks shot first, pass second. That's fine. I saw LV Live brought up a topic like how better would this Knicks offense, because that's the talk you're going to get. Like, how better would this Knicks offense be with a point guard who's pass first, shoot second, right? Like a Halliburton, right? I don't know. But, again, they're top 5 in offense, right? I think they're 3 in offensive rating. Like, tonight didn't justify that rating at all. But tonight was another prime example of when this Knicks team struggles from three, they're going to struggle to generate offense, right? I got guys passing up. This is during the season. Guys passing up open looks just to spray it out, kick it out for three. And it's like at times their offense needs to be simplified. And it's crazy saying that because, again, they're top 5 in offense. But yet we try to, dissect what's really going on here. So we kind of pick at things. But again, when you take a step back, you look at the numbers and you're like, the Knicks are good. Like, the Knicks are good. But tonight, right? Tonight's like a night where you're just like, I don't know. I don't know. Wayne says JB did have a nice pick and roll with Cat towards the end of the game. Wish he could have do it some more. Was that the pass where I think JB passed it with his left and got Towns the ball behind the defender's back? I think that led to a foul. But nice, yeah. That's like the thing about JB is he's capable. But again, he's a scorer. Right? He's a scorer. He is really good at being a scorer. Like, I want to get that clear. He's really good at being a scorer. One of the best in the NBA at creating, one of the best in the NBA in clutch shots, in clutch moments like we saw last year. But I think Jalen Brunson struggles to find the balance sometimes. I think he does. I think he struggles to find the balance sometimes when there are certain possessions where I'm like, we didn't need that. Like, we didn't need that. I understand, but we didn't need that right now. There was, like, I point back to a few games ago when Cat had it rolling. JB took back-to-back shots. I'm like, we didn't need that. Pass it to Cat. Like, he got it going. So I think sometimes Jalen Brunson struggles with trying to find the balance. Right? So, we'll be fine, though. Let's see if Mike Brown, do you think Mike Brown named the defensive player of the game tonight? I'm trying to see if here it is, 500 career wins for head coach Mike Brown. This is from the New York Knicks account. That's our coach. So shout out to Mike Brown again. Joel says, I'm at the game right now on the bus. Great game, man. My second NBA game was... There we go. We got a win for Joel. Hope you enjoyed yourself, Joel. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Jordan Clarkson got the boots. There we go. Jordan Clarkson. You got the boots? There we go. Look at Yuri coming in from the top rope. JC. Like I've been saying, he's been playing defense with his ants on, like he has ants in his pants. And it's been a really fun development watching him back in the rotation. And look, Landry Shamit's here. He left the game with a knee injury. I don't see a wrap on his knee. His left knee is blocked by Mo D. So I don't know if that left knee is wrapped. Do you guys know what knee he hurt, right or left? Because if it's his right knee, there's no wrap on his right knee. That's a good sign. So shout out to JC, man. It's been a truly a 180 here from being benched to not being in the rotation to not sulking. Again, I keep going back to that. Just a true professional, didn't complain, just comes in, does his job, goes home. And he's doing it really well, like offensively and now defensively for JC. And I'll tell you this, man, in the playoffs, there are going to be some games where Jordan Clarkson is the player of the game. There are. Because one thing that this Knicks team has shown in years past is there's always kind of like that sixth man to win them playoff games, right? Campaign last year, remember? Versus Detroit. Like there's always these moments where these guys are very valuable in playoff series. And to be quite honest with you, the Knicks have a couple of those off the bench. Him, Shamit, Mo D, Mitch. But JC's definitely going to win us some playoff games. for sure. Woody says playoffs versus who, Magic or Heat? Right now, if the season ended today, it will be the Magic, Woody. It would be the Magic. So, once again, shout out to the chat. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You New York Knicks have won 5 straight. 5 straight. You know, kind of open up this post game, asking Mr. ChatGPT, why does this Knicks team stress me out so much? And laid out all the facts. They are a very confusing bunch. And again, it's moments like tonight where we try to like dissect the psychology behind what goes on in their minds. But again, this game isn't going to matter when the ball is tipped up for game 1 in round 1 in Madison Square Garden, right? We're going to forget about all this. Like, let's be honest. Like, game 1, round 1, we're going to be hyped. We're going to be excited. Another year, another year where this New York Knicks team can make it to the NBA Finals and hopefully move the goalpost and get past the Eastern Conference Finals. Because let's be honest, you don't know the severity of the Cade Cunningham injury. Everyone is crowning Boston right now as the best team in the East, and I keep asking myself why. But then again, I want to respect the hell out of that team because they're really good and they're ahead of us in the standings, and they just got an all-NBA player back. I don't care about the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't care about the Raptors. I don't care about the Magic. The Hawks are winning some games now. They're playing really well, actually. There should be no other team standing in this Knicks' way besides the top 2 in the conference. Right? And again, it depends on the Cade Cunningham injury. I think he comes back, though. I think he comes back. Look, man, it sucks that he's not going to be able to make All-NBA because of that stupid rule, right? He's been awesome for that team. He's been awesome. But, yeah. Boston, I was speaking to a Boston Celtic fan, and they want the 2 seed. Celtics want the 2 seed because they want home court in the second round. Right? They want home court in the second round because they recognize how good we play in Madison Square Garden. And we do. We play really well in Madison Square Garden. It is our 6 men. I want as many games in Madison Square Garden as possible. Game 7 in your building, you always would want that. Right? You always. We proven last year we can win in Boston, so I'm not really worried. But again, I go back to how they played tonight. If they play like this tonight, they're not going to go very far. If they rely on their 3, if they don't shoot well, clearly they're not going to go very far. But it's when they don't shoot well that sometimes when I'm like, okay, you're not shooting well, let's simplify the offense, get your big man on the post, and let him rock. But yeah, here we are, number 3 in the East. And to be honest with you guys, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with either one. 2 or 3. Preferably I want 2, but I'm okay with 3. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's rock. Woody says, oh my God, Magic. Good luck, guys. Knicks 4-3. 4-3 Magic? Come on, Woody. No way. No way. No way. I mean, that could you imagine? Whew. 86 Smur says, I'm from the South, so if we do play the Magic in the first round of the playoffs, I'm going to try to go to one or more of those games. Yeah. That MSG South is going to be up in there. A bunch of New Yorkers are going to be up in there. Hell, I'll try to make my way over there. In Orlando. Bunch of New Yorkers are in Orlando. Bunch of New York. Orlando and Miami. And the Knicks could face Miami too as well. Right? So that's why I'm like if we get the Magic in the first round, those away games are going to be home games. It will probably be like 65, 35, maybe, okay, 60-40 Magic Knicks fans. But there'll be a lot of Knicks fans in those buildings. But like Joel says, Magic would be annoying to play in the first round. Really annoying. really annoying because of the injury factor. It seems like every time we play the Magic, someone gets hurt, man. You never want that, but I don't want that at all. Wayne says, who's more essential to their team going deep in the playoffs, Brunson or Cade? I'm going to say Cade. Because I don't think the Pistons could keep up with the scoring. Like, I don't, and I know their last game they won without him, and I know the numbers show that without Cade, they're actually okay this year. But I think it's Cade, man. He's their engine. Like, he's their oil. I think with the Knicks, like, if Brunson were, God forbid, right? Hypothetical. I think if Brunson were to miss a few games in the playoffs, like, I think we'll be fine, to be honest. Like, that is that crazy to say? Like, I think because we have so many guards. We have Deuce coming back. We have Alvarado. We have Kolek. But we have a lot of talent around Brunson. Cade doesn't really have that much talent around him. Now, he has Jalen Duren, who is an all-NBA center. But the Knicks have a lot of talent around Brunson. Bridges, I feel like Bridges will get it together, right? So I think it's Cade, to answer your question. 86 Murr says, if Desmond Bane would stop slamming the damn ball on folks. Yeah, you remember that on OG Anunoby. Slam the ball on OG Anunoby in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, so we have 11 more games left. Right? 11 more games left. That's it. And we've won 5 straight. And your 5 wins are Utah, Indiana, Golden State, Indiana, Brooklyn. Prior to this stretch, I said the New York Knicks were going to win 7 straight games. 5 down, 2 to go. Wasn't always pretty. But now you got Washington on Sunday, which, to be honest with you, like, we could start a lineup of Kolek, like Bridges, Mo D, Daddier, and Huck Porty, and still beat the Washington Wizards, in my opinion. So I would expect the merry-go-round of who rests will continue. Now we'll see. Again, the guys are playing for All-NBA status, especially Jalen Brunson. We'll see. But it's at home. Again, the guys haven't traveled since they're at Indiana, so they've been home. And they're going to be home for like 2 weeks until they go to Charlotte. After the Pelicans game is when it starts to get tough again. At Charlotte, at OKC, at Houston, right? And then after that, it's another easy stretch. That's the last 3-game stretch, 3-game tough stretch of the season for the New York Knickerbockers. Is at OKC, at Houston, and at Charlotte. Excuse me. So yeah. Black-esque, what's going on? Says this is very unserious basketball. This is a very unserious basketball team. Yeah. Like I should put a poll because in the YouTube chat, like I'm trying to gauge. Let me just mock that up now. Like I'm trying to gauge the fan base. Like where are you at with this team? Are you happy that they're winning, or are you holding this team to a higher regard because of how close we are to the playoffs? Like, are you happy we're winning, or are you disappointed in how we're winning? Because I'm more of the side of I'm disappointed to how we're winning, but we're still winning. So we're still justifying the starting lineup, even though we all know deep down inside, like, something just doesn't click with that group. But nothing will change because they're winning. So, but at the end of the day, I think this coaching staff recognizes that there are still things to fix. Like even on March 20th, there are still things to fix within this group. Like I don't think it's all sunshine and rainbows. Karl-Anthony Towns after the game said, "I'm going to lose sleep over this one." Those were the exact quote. That's the exact quote from Karl-Anthony Towns. "I'm going to lose sleep over this win." So the guys are holding themselves to a higher regard, and that's all we can ask for, right? So Tenjo says both. 86 Mer says, "I love this team, but they be testing me at times. I'm not happy with how we win because this could easily be losing." Yeah, once again, shout out to you guys in the chat. Smash the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff, man. Knicks win 93-92 in Brooklyn against the Brooklyn Nets, man. The G Leaguers of Brooklyn. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put up the poll right now. Where are you at with this team? All right, two options. Two options. Simple. Two options. Where are you at with this team? With this Knicks team? We put this Knicks team. So vote on that poll, and we'll get it going. So kind of reset the room a little bit. Reset the game a little bit. Again, a lot of turnovers for the New York Knicks tonight. Season high turnovers. That's telling me that they're not focused. That could only be one thing, that they're not focused. The turnovers. That right there, turnovers is a lack of focus. A focus. They came into tonight thinking that's how they come into these games. Like Brooklyn, Utah. Like, it's a walk in the park. It's a walk in the park. They win. They wind up winning, right? And the thing about, like, man, if they do this in the playoffs, man, I might grow a lot of grays from April to hopefully June, right? I might have some grays in my beard by the time that happens, because at this point I can just assume that this is how they're going to play in the playoffs, right? It's just like, how can I, as a Knicks fan, all of a sudden think they're going to flip the switch again and become this, like, dominant team? I'm going to assume, like, even in the first round, they're going to struggle a little bit, but they're going to win. They're going to win, right? But, man, I just hope they do, because this is a very pressure-packed year, and I have high hopes for this team. I still do think they're very talented. I still do think there's a lot of talent on this basketball club. I still do think, call me crazy, that Mike Brown can get them to the finals. I know a lot of people in the chat don't like Mike Brown, but hey, they were just last week. They were top 5 in offense, top 5 in defense. Never done under Tom Thibodeau. Let's see where they finish. I love Mike Brown's rotations lately, and I just have to wait and see how it looks in the playoffs. But Mo D didn't really play last game. Mo D comes out. That's the thing I love about Mo D. Like, I can easily say my top 3 watches tonight were Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, and Muhammad Diawara. And then Clarkson is right below Diawara. Because this is why I wonder, like, how can you just all of a sudden just up and, like I kind of alluded to it on the members only video, is I think the Knicks are testing him. I think they're trying to test his adversity. I think they're trying to, see how he'll overcome some adversity. And he responded tonight. Again, 19 minutes, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists from OD. The pace changed, especially in that third quarter when he was in the basketball game. Again, Their bench is way better than last year, man. That's what's giving me hope for this team. Like the starters, yes, at times they can be bad, right? To start. But their bench usually comes in and does their job. So 86 Smurf says, yeah, definitely has some strong drinks watching this game tonight. Jorge or George says, I'll take the W's, but this team is much better than they play at times. They need to stop playing down to lesser opponents. Exactly. Castro says, definitely disappointed how they look. It shouldn't have been that close. Yeah. Let's get an update on the YouTube poll. Oh, 10 votes. 10 votes. Where are you at with this Knicks team? So far, disappointed in how they look is at 80%. And happy they're winning is at 20%. So most of you, 10 people, are disappointed in how they look, but they're still winning these games, like Yuri says. Unserious basketball team, but still third in the East. Yeah, I mean, look. You're right, Yuri. I mean, that's the ultimate comeback for people that kind of have blinders to what's going on. Is they're winning. So what are you talking about? Like, I don't care if this Knicks team looks like this and they still win a championship. Like I can care less, man. I can care less if all 16 games are grinds, battles. In the playoffs, the only thing that matters are W's, right? But their margin for error is so slim in the playoffs because one of these hiccups, like we just saw versus Indiana in Game 1, decides an entire playoff series. One of these hiccups, and that's why I'm nervous. That's why I'm nervous. All right, Yuri just wants to be a troll right now. You're not serious, bro. You just want to be a troll right now. 86 says, I just had to pick the Knicks. I had to pick the Knicks to win this game by 40. Third in an unserious East. Yuri's troll. You guys can call into the show. I see Mets. Oh, Mets 2128 is waiting. Guys, he was a call of the year the last time he called in. Mets 2128 is waiting to call in to the Knicks Nation show. Let me all right, let's do it. I've talked a lot, but let's get to Yuri first, man, and then we'll get to Mets 2128. What's going on, Yuri?
Hey, and I love you like a brother. I was half trolling. I'm half being serious. I get it. The slow starts have got to stop. They're big. They're all grown adults on an organization. They'll figure it out. Not worried about the wins. I'm happy we're winning. That's that's my bottom line. And apparently the Nets came out with more pride tonight. They wanted to have a magnet ball on its side.
Yeah, look on the Nets side, they lost 13 in a row to us, so they kind of want to get that stench out of the air. I get it. So yeah, on their side,
Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah,
I get that part. But the slow starts have got to stop. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned about that to an extent, but I'm sure come playoff time, all these issues are going to be resolved. That's why I'm not overreacting about it.
Yeah.
They got to get it together,
But
and they will.
Look, how long have we been saying the slow starts have got to stop, Yuri?
I've accepted that that's what they are.
Exactly. It's like that's who they are, man.
Yeah, I'd rather have them be a second half team.
Yeah, that's who they are.
And be a first
this whether you, I don't know what to pinpoint in the starting lineup. I don't know if it's the pace. I don't know if it's, the ball sticking too much. But, man, they sure did look good when they, dropped 14 assists against the Pacers the other night when they started. But, yeah, this is who they are at this point,
I think they're just in playoff mode already, Ant. They
Yeah,
want the playoffs to start already.
could be.
I think, you know, that's why I'm not overreacting. I'm holding out hope that okay, they just want the playoffs to start. I get it. I understand it. Because I think all of us are just in playoff mode already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Um, yeah, look, if the season ended today, it's Knicks Magic. That's fluent. It's very, very fluent. But I don't think anyone they face in the first round should be an easy win. To be honest with you, but I know the Magic to some people are
Sleeper
a
pick.
tougher matchup. Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm not even focusing on seeding right now, to tell you the truth, because I know seeding is going to be an uphill battle. If that makes sense.
yeah.
So I'm not really focused on seeding right now.
No, I get it.
Or, what I am focused on is seeing if the Knicks can catch that second seed. Because I also talked to a Boston fan too. They really want the second
Yeah,
seed.
they do. They do.
They want the second seed. They told me the exact same reason. Like they say they play really good at home compared to how we play good at home. Apparently Boston, even though Boston has an away team, they have a good away record. Apparently they hate playing us in the Garden, in MSG. Don't ask why.
Yeah. Yuri, appreciate the call, man. Let me get to you got anything else before I get to Mets 2128?
Yeah, I actually do. Mikal Bridges spoke on the slow starts. He says they gotta fix them. That's why I'm not worried. They're gonna fix them. I have faith that they're gonna pull it off come playoff time.
Yeah. Only one way to find out, and that's get to the playoffs. Yuri, appreciate the call.
Exactly.
Appreciate the call. Mets 2128. Man,
Once again, I'm going to say like this. The New York Knicks won this game in spite of Mike Brown's lazy incompetence and the slow starts. Hell, even a slow finish, when you consider we had a 14-point lead, we nearly coughed it up to do a 17-0 net run because we couldn't stop Josh Minot, or however the hell you pronounce his name.
what did he do? He had like 4 threes in the fourth?
Something like that, and I counted 6 throughout the whole game.
I think that was close to his career high, man. Another guy dropping a career high versus the New York Knicks too, by the way. Throwing flames at Mike Brown.
When a team gets off to a slow start comparable to an effing Reggie Gigas, it's justified.
So what do you say about last year's Knicks team? Did you blame Thibs when the Knicks kept going down by 20 constantly to teams?
Some games, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So where do you realistically think this Knicks team goes in the playoffs? Like where's your head at? Where's your head at as a Knicks fan? Do you think they make it to the NBA Finals? Do you think they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? Where's your head at?
I honestly don't effing know. At the very least, I'm hoping they break the cup curse and get out of the first round.
Right now, it'll be Knicks Magic. Where's your head out on that series?
And don't know. When fully healthy, the Magic are a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't know, huh? What will give you the confidence in this group as a Knicks fan? Even though they're 46-25, they're 21 games over 500, they're top 3 in the East, they're one of the best teams in the NBA, they're top 5 in offense. What will give you the confidence in this group to take you over the ledge?
Just get that 2 seed.
2 seed. Okay. Is that because you want the home court in the second round?
Yes.
Yeah. I got it, man. I got it. You have anything else?
The other thing we need to do is not get off to this slow of a start against a tank squad like Washington on Sunday.
Man, could you imagine if they come out slow against Washington? But let's be honest, man. Like even if they do, they're still gonna win the game. That's in their DNA. The slow starts, it takes them a while to get it going. I don't know what it is. Again, pregame speeches. Maybe they need to change their routines. Something. But again,
yeah, but I mean, after that game Sunday and then Tuesday against New Orleans, you have a 4-game road trip where 3 of them are bound to be hell. One of them has them coming through my home area in the Carolinas against Charlotte, and the other 2 are against Oklahoma City and Houston. And 2 of the remaining 3. The last one against Memphis is a cakewalk, at least on paper.
Yeah. Look, I still do think they finish number 2 because of the Boston matchup April 9th. If they win that one, they win the tiebreaker. So if they tie Boston for the same record, they are the 2 seed. And
yeah, but our best bet for that to happen is for Boston to lose at least a couple of games that they've got coming up. Sunday against Minnesota. Don't know if they'll be able to lose that one.
Yeah, and they got OKC.
Wednesday,
so we both have
got
OKC.
The Thunder. They're going to lose that one pretty handily, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Mets 2128, you're becoming a fan favorite here. Appreciate you calling in. Appreciate you calling into the show. Shout out to Mets 2128. Shout out to the callers tonight. Got to get to this super chat from Sean right now. What's going on, Sean, right now? Appreciate you in here. Welcome to the show. He says, we cannot blame Brown for these slow starts. This isn't a super young team who needs hand-holding. This is a veteran team with lots of experience. Yeah, Sean, well said. Well said, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support. Yeah, it's like, these are not young guys. These are veterans that have been in the NBA for years. Years. You have 2 All-Stars in the lineup as my camera. I don't know what the hell just happened. But 2 All-Stars in the lineup. An All-NBA defender in OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges, you emptied the clip for. Josh Hart has, incredible game versus Indy. So it's like, you have tons of talent to be just starting this badly night after night after night. What is it? I don't know. It's like the $1 million question, right? It's like the $1 million question, man. It's like, it even has me thinking about, is it because the ball sticks within the starting lineup? Is it because the ball doesn't really move because we have a ball dominant point guard? Is that because of it? I just don't know. I don't know where to pinpoint it, but it makes your mind race a lot in terms of what's the issue, what's the problem. But then again, if they win in the playoffs, despite the slow starts, then who the hell cares, right? It's like, as long as they win, as long as it doesn't cost them a chance to make it to the finals and hopefully win an NBA championship. But if it does cost them a chance to make it to the finals and win an NBA championship because of the slow starts, because of the secret sauce not working in the starting lineup, then it's just, what is it going with my camera? Man. It's just an issue that Knicks fans are trying to figure out. But then again, come playoff time, we'll see if that even matters. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, Jordan Clarkson wins Defensive Player of the Game. Shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns. Got some quotes from Mike Brown. Mike Brown says, Jordy outcoached me. They outplayed us in a lot of areas. That is from head coach Mike Brown. He's saying he got outcoached, and he's saying they got outplayed tonight. Wow. Yeah, that's not going to fly with Knicks fans come playoff time. I'll tell you that. Right? We just dealt with that with Tom Thibs. It's not going to fly with Knicks fans. Can't get outcoached. Some games you can, as long as you win the series. Right? As long as you win the series. So, I'm trying to see if we have some video at all from the post games. I doubt it. I mean, they're in Brooklyn. Normally SNY New York posted the videos and whatnot. Here is the Knicks crowd in Brooklyn. on fire in Brooklyn. Always on fire in Brooklyn. Prayers up to Carltown Sr. His message during tonight's game: I love you, Pops. So prayers up to Carltown Sr. Here it is. Here's some videos. Sean says, also these slow starts will work against the Nets and Pacers of the world, but not playoff teams. Exactly. And that's what I worry about. That's like exactly how I opened up the post game. It's like, yeah, these slow starts are cool against these teams that are not as talented as you, but come playoff time, if this happens, you're gonna get bounced. You're gonna lose. Like, you're gonna lose. Here it is.
Three outside of the physicality that kind of irked you and wanted you to get the group together?
Yeah, I thought, again, I thought we were real lackadaisical with the basketball. We had some turnovers to start the game. Like, we had 13 turnovers at halftime. And, again, I don't know where we rank or all that or where we sit during the whole year, but I know as of late, for the most part, we've been pretty good in that area. And 13 or 14 is usually what we have for a game. We had 13 at halftime, and we ended the game with 22. And again, it's not
brutal.
It's not a good
brutal. 22 turnovers for the New York Knicks.
Even in second, like frequently tonight, they were just walking into open threes. Were you happy with the rotations defensively, or what did you see from the 3-point defense?
No, again, you got to give them credit because they knock shots down, but especially the young kid Manat. I mean, he had a whale of a game, 6 for 9 from the 3-point line. Our rotations weren't good, and there were a couple of times that we stopped playing, I think, trying to get to them, and so those are things that we have to definitely clean up.
And then second, just
shout out to SNY Knicks for these videos. These are not my videos, so I want to give credit to SNY Knicks for posting these videos. Mitchell Robinson
tonight, they were just walking in the open.
Asked about the exchange between him and the Nets.
What happened on that play?
I mean, I saw that shit, bro. But I ain't even speak on it right now. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm not talking about that shit, so.
It seemed like things were getting physical before that. Things seemed like it was getting physical before that.
Yeah, then you get physical back, so it's how it's going to be. Got to stand on business about that. So.
Let's go, Big Mitch. More of that, please. More of that. I like this version of Mitch. He's in a contract year, man. He's not trying to get hurt at all. It's not the time. And it seems like his attitude has shifted. I love that. Shout out to Big Mitch, man.
So well in this game. Do you agree with that?
Who?
The team, you guys. Mitch said it. Coach said it. You agree that the team?
I thought they're an NBA team, and they're a really great team. Got young talent, got great coaching staff. There's no part of me that thought that this was going to be an easy game. We had to meet them, and we had to exceed the physicality. Obviously, they brought it today. They wanted to win the game. Like I said, it was a team effort to find a way to win tonight.
Giving the Nets credit, true professional there. He said they brought the physicality. And they brought it tonight. Here's Mr. Mikal Bridges. What you got?
What do you make of the slow starts over the last few weeks, first quarters? Is there anything you guys can do to, I guess find your rhythm a little earlier, whatever it might be?
We just got to come out better. That's pretty much it. Just we got to be better as a team.
Where does that start? Is it shoot around? Is it just at home before you come to the game? Like, how do you?
Just mentally, I think. Just being mentally ready when the game starts.
What do you make of the slow?
Kind of a vanilla answer there. It seems like he knows what the issue is, but he's just being vanilla. Like,
starts over
we just got to be better.
First quarters.
We just have to come out better.
You guys can do to, I guess find your rhythm a little
Duh.
earlier, whatever it might be.
We just got to come out better. That's pretty much it.
But then he says mentally. He brings up mentally at the end of that. Right? So interesting. I don't know what
pops was, it wasn't.
Your guess is as good as mine.
My pops was adamant he wanted me to play. So I said I would. So I showed up just for the game to play. I'm gonna head right back out. I'm gonna go be with him again, and with him into the road to recovery.
I think that maybe you weren't gonna be able to.
All right, so his dad is going through some stuff. Once again, praise up to Carl Towns Senior. But he wanted his son to play, and boy, Carl Towns, in my opinion, just another dominant performance from Cat, and he's just been playing really, really well. Woody says Towns is a great teammate. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Sean says Mitch might turn the switch for this team. 3 technical fouls. OG Cat, Mitch, they were real chippy today. Most I've seen in a while. Yeah, remember what we've been saying about the New York Knicks early on in the season, that they were playing too soft for us? I do think they're starting to get angry now. I do think they're starting to find it in terms of they're starting to get their swag back. They're starting to get their toughness back. And I think the Alvarado trade really pushed them over the top. And now you're seeing OG Anunoby. You're seeing him get into a lot of scuffles this year. Mitchell Robinson, first time I really saw Mitch get angry tonight, like pointing at the dude's face, screaming at the dude. Like, first time I really seen Mitch kind of do that. And again, I think it's built up kind of frustration that Mitch has gone through a lot with the Joel Embiid nonsense, and he wants to get paid. He doesn't want any injury right now whatsoever. So I do think the Knicks are starting to get angry now, and as they should, because come next month, there's no buddy, man, no friends, right? It's go time in the playoffs, and let's go. Sean says, but it quite literally is that simple. Like, we are a championship contending team. We do need to just come out better. Like, figure this. Yeah, it's simple. Like, but if it was so simple, they would be coming out better, right? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. And I don't even think it's a starting lineup change, because I went through the numbers with Shamit, that they still start out slow with Shamit in the lineup, right? I was kind of on the boat with Mo D being in the starting lineup, but again, it's not going to happen, right? It was just yesterday or 2 days ago where we thought Mo D was out of the rotation for Clarkson. Now, tonight, we needed Mo D. He was really a value tonight. So, and I think come playoff time, our bench is going to win us a lot of games. I do. I honestly believe that. Like, I truly believe that. Our bench is going to win us games. And low key, as I say that, guys, Shamit has been kind of bad offensively. Landry Shamit can't hit anything right now. Anything. Right? Just being honest. Can't hit anything right now. I'm going to go through his game log. But point of attack defense, on ball defender, 1 of 4 from 3 tonight. Like, we need him to look, 1 of 4, 0 of 3, 2 of 8, 2 of 7, 1 of 2, 3 of 12, 2 of 6, shooting 26% from 3 in the month of March, Landry Shamit, after shooting 44% in February. Now, shooters go through slumps all the time, so it is what it is. But you just hope he came out of the game with a knee injury, right? Affects your lift, affects your shooting. You hope this is not a lingering thing. But if it is, I'll see you in April, Landry. Seriously. If this is if the knee injury is something, like, I'll see you in April, man. I don't need you right now. I don't need you fighting over screens and jeopardizing your shoulder, and I don't need any of that right now. Because Landry Shamit has shown that he is very valuable to this Knicks team, and we need him. We need him shooting well. We need his defense. We need his energy. So if he's compromised, I'll see you in April, buddy. Right? Let's give Shamit a few days off here, a few games off here, and let's get Kolek in there or more playing time from OD. Just get healthy, right? 86 says, I met Cat and his dad in Atlanta last year when the Knicks played the Hawks. Very good people. Yes, very nice people. Very nice people. I haven't met either of them, but from every interaction I've seen on social media, class. True class, man. Both Cat and his dad. Sean says, yeah, Shamit's in a slump, but hopefully the last 5 games he picks it up. Yeah. Hopefully he does. Because, look, so Boston wins tonight. You don't gain ground on Boston, but I kind of went through Boston's schedule during the call-in segment. You know, I think the Knicks have 11 games left. Celtics, I believe, have 13. Let me just count this really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. 12 games left for Boston. So, with one against us, right? Minnesota, OKC, their next 2, right? They could lose their next 2, and we can win our next 2, and then we're the 2 seed, right? And then they get Atlanta, Charlotte. Like, their next 4 games are actually against really good teams, right? So, by next week, the Knicks could be the 2 seed, and then it's like, stay in the 2 seed, right? So, at Atlanta, at Miami, Milwaukee, Toronto, Charlotte, they don't really have an easy schedule. Like, Knicks don't either, besides the Houston OKC stretch. But, you know, yeah, I still do think we finished 2. I just want home court in that second round, but we shall see. We shall see. Once again, shout out to the chat. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are awesome. Subscribe, like, all the good stuff. If you guys want to become a member, just hit the join button down below. Posted a video yesterday for you guys. Your New York Knicks have won 5 straight games. So they play on Sunday against the Wizards. Will Jalen Brunson drop 80 in that game? Wizards stink, man. Wizards stink. Trae Young, I mean, man, I think he's playing now. Like, he's playing now, and they still stink. So they're tanking. We're not getting that first-round pick. We're getting the second-round pick, those 2 second-round picks. And, you know, let's go. Let's hopefully we open up Sunday with a better start, and we just go from there, obviously. So shout out to the boys. Shout out to you, chat. Thank you for the support. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Sunday. Look out for more Knicks Nation content. Once again, follow the socials up top. And I'm Anthony, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.